Secrets buried in the Scottish Highlands are about to rise again. Outlander. Blood of My Blood Season 2 is not just returning. It's ready to tear apart everything we thought we knew. Love will be tested, loyalties will shatter, and the past will whisper truths that could change the destiny of the Fraser family forever. The storm is coming, and this time, no heart will escape untouched. The story of Outlander. Blood of My Blood has always been about legacy, the kind written not in ink, but in sacrifice, defiance, and blood. When Season 1 ended, viewers were left standing at the edge of heartbreak and hope. Ellen McKenzie and Brian Fraser had defied clan tradition to be together, sealing their bond in love but inviting the wrath of powerful enemies. Their union wasn't just forbidden, it was dangerous. And now, as Season 2 begins, that danger is ready to strike back. Whispers echo through the glens, alliances are shifting, and old feuds are reigniting. The Highlands are no longer safe for those who choose love over loyalty. For Ellen and Brian, every choice carries a cost, and the consequences of their defiance are about to unfold. Season 2 promises to go deeper into the cost of rebellion, showing how one couple's passion can ripple across generations. The world around them is tightening, and even their closest allies may soon turn their backs. At the same time, across Scotland's misty hills, Henry Beauchamp and Julia Morrison face a quieter storm, one built not on open conflict but on silent suffering. Their love, once gentle and hopeful, begins to strain under the crushing weight of social expectations and family duty. Henry is torn between heart and heritage, while Julia must choose whether to follow her love or obey the world that cages her. Their story mirrors the heartbreak of countless lovers through history, those who dared to dream of freedom in a world that punished the heart's desires. But what sets Blood of My Blood apart is how it blurs the line between romance and survival. Season 2 is not just a love story, it's a war between tradition and truth. Clan loyalties are breaking, leaders are scheming, and every promise is a gamble. The air in Scotland feels heavier now, thick with secrets and betrayal. Behind every smile lies suspicion, and behind every oath lies danger. The creators of the show have hinted that Season 2 will not be gentle. It will be raw, emotional, and unrelenting. While Season 1 showed the beauty of forbidden love, this new chapter will show its price. We'll see how love becomes both weapon and weakness, and how honor can destroy as easily as it saves. Viewers should prepare for heartbreak, because the world of Blood of My Blood is about to turn darker than ever. And yet, even in the shadows, there's light. Brian's courage burns brighter against the odds. Ellen's strength becomes the heart of rebellion. Together, they're not just lovers. They are symbols of defiance in a time when obedience meant survival. Every scene, every choice, every tear will remind us that history is not made by kings or soldiers alone. It's made by those who dare to love when the world tells them not to. The beauty of this prequel lies in its roots. It connects directly to the legend of Jamie Fraser, reminding fans that his bravery, his loyalty, and his fire were inherited. The blood that runs through his veins comes from these battles, from a mother who refused to bow, and a father who risked everything for love. Season 2 will make that legacy feel more real than ever before. But danger isn't the only thing rising in the Highlands. A new power is stirring, a political shift that could tear Scotland apart. The clans are restless, and rebellion simmers beneath every gathering and feast. What began as personal defiance may soon ignite into something far larger. As families fight to protect their honor, the line between love and duty begins to fade. The question haunting every moment is simple, yet devastating. How far can one go for love before it becomes destruction? The production itself mirrors this intensity. Season 2's world is not polished, it's alive. The mud, the rain, the clang of swords, all feel tangible. The actors' exhaustion, their breathless determination, and their unfiltered emotions breathe authenticity into every frame. Harriet Slater and Jamie Roy have already spoken about the emotional toll of playing Ellen and Brian this season, how every scene left them drained, yet deeply connected to the pain and passion of their characters. And then there's the music. The haunting blend of pipes and strings returns, carrying both beauty and sorrow. The soundtrack has always been a silent storyteller, but now it becomes a voice of fate itself, a reminder that time, tradition, and destiny are inseparable. By the end of the first act of this new season, audiences will feel the shift. The warmth of romance gives way to the chill of consequence. Love still burns, but it burns hotter, brighter, and closer to ruin. Blood of My Blood Season 2 isn't just about continuing a story. It's about exposing what lies beneath it, the sacrifices hidden in history, and the blood that binds one generation to the next. The calm before the storm is ending. And when the storm breaks, Scotland will never be the same again. Secrets buried in the Scottish Highlands are about to rise again. Outlander. Blood of My Blood Season 2 is not just returning. It's ready to tear apart everything we thought we knew. Love will be tested, loyalties will shatter, and the past will whisper truths that could change the destiny of the Fraser family forever. The storm is coming, and this time no heart will escape untouched. The peace that once lingered over the Fraser lands is gone. Season 2 of Outlander, Blood of My Blood, throws us into a world where every heartbeat feels like a countdown. The choices made in secret are now demanding their price in blood. For Brian Fraser and Ellen McKenzie, love once felt like a rebellion worth fighting for, but now that same rebellion threatens to destroy everything they hold dear. Ellen's defiance has not gone unnoticed. Her decision to choose Brian over her clan's expectations has stirred a fury that no apology can calm. The McKenzies see her union as betrayal, and the echo of that betrayal spreads like wildfire across the Highlands. Old alliances fracture. Friends become spies. Every whispered word carries the weight of danger. Ellen, once a symbol of quiet strength, must now face the brutal cost of her courage. She's not just fighting for love, she's fighting to survive. Brian, too, finds himself caught between honor and heart. His loyalty to his family and his love for Ellen are tearing him apart. He's a man built on principles, yet those principles are tested at every turn. In a land ruled by pride and vengeance, one wrong move can lead to ruin. His enemies are gathering in the shadows, men who see his love as weakness and his compassion as a flaw to exploit. But Brian Fraser has never been a man who bows easily. The blood of warriors runs through him, and as danger closes in, that blood begins to stir. While the Frasers prepare for conflict, Henry Beauchamp and Julia Morrison's world begins to crumble quietly, like a castle eroding beneath the tide. Their love story, once tender, now feels suffocating beneath the weight of expectation. Henry's family demands loyalty to power and politics, while Julia longs for something real, something free of the rules that dictate their every move. What began as devotion now twists into doubt. Can love survive when trust begins to crack? The beauty of Blood of My Blood lies in this duality. Two stories of love, each unraveling in its own way. One burned bright and defiant, the other slow and suffocating. Yet both remind us of one truth. Love, in the world of the 1700s, was never safe. Every kiss carried risk. Every promise could become a weapon as tensions rise. Season 2 expands beyond personal struggle into the storm of Scottish politics. The clans are restless, their leaders hungry for dominance. The shadow of rebellion looms over the land. Each family must choose a side, but no choice comes without loss. The Frasers and McKenzies are pulled into this chaos, their private war becoming part of something far greater, a nation divided. In the fog of betrayal, survival itself becomes an act of defiance. The creators of Blood of My Blood have promised that this season will strip away the glamour of love and expose its raw truth. There will be no simple endings, no safe havens. Every victory will come with a price. Fans should brace themselves for heartbreak, for betrayal that cuts deeper than any blade, and for moments of triumph born out of unbearable sacrifice. Behind the camera, the production mirrors the tension of the story. The landscapes of Scotland are shot not as mere scenery, but as a living force, wild, unpredictable, and merciless. The storms that rage on screen are real, captured in the Highlands' unforgiving weather. The mud clings, the rain pounds, and the wind howls through every frame, reminding us that this is not a fantasy. It's history brought to life. Even the cast has spoken about how emotionally draining Season 2 has been to film. Jamie Roy described scenes so heavy that silence would fall on set once filming ended. Harriet Slater admitted that Ellen's pain often lingered with her long after the cameras stopped rolling. Ellen's love is her strength, she said, but it's also her curse. That line captures the heart of this season. Love as both salvation and destruction. Music again plays a haunting role in the storytelling. The score, filled with deep drums and sorrowful violins, mirrors the heartbeat of the Highlands itself. Steady, relentless, and filled with sorrow. The melodies shift with the tone of each scene, transforming soft romance into sharp tension without a word spoken. Fans will hear echoes of traditional Scottish tunes woven with darker undertones, foreshadowing the tragedies yet to come. And while the emotional storms rage, shadows of destiny begin to take form. In the quiet moments between chaos, the show drops subtle hints, names, symbols, and choices that will one day define the legacy of Jamie Fraser. We begin to see how the struggles of Brian and Ellen shape the man their son will become. Their courage, their defiance, their pain, all of it builds the foundation for a story still centuries away. The Beecham story, too, grows more complex. Henry finds himself drawn into political webs he cannot escape. The promises he makes for survival may come to haunt him. And Julia, their love, once pure, becomes stained with secrets. Trust begins to rot, and affection turns to desperation. For fans, this storyline will be one of the most emotionally charged of the season, reminding us that not all love stories are meant to survive. But through it all, Blood of My Blood remains faithful to its essence, a story about what we inherit, not just through lineage, but through choices. Every betrayal echoes through generations. Every act of courage plants a seed that will one day bloom. As the second act of the season unfolds, alliances will crumble, secrets will be exposed, and the line between right and wrong will blur beyond recognition. Love will become a battlefield, and history will demand its price. The Highlands are no longer quiet. The winds carry whispers of revenge. Blood will be spilled, not just by enemies, but by those who once shared the same hearth. And when the fire burns brightest, the world of Blood of My Blood will show its true face, not just as a tale of love, but as a warning. Because in the world of the Frasers and Beechams, love is not just the heart's desire, it is the spark that starts the war. The air in the Highlands grows heavy with smoke and betrayal. Every promise made in the name of love now feels like a trap. Blood of My Blood episode 10 pushes its characters to their breaking point and beyond. The illusion of safety fades, leaving only truth, raw and merciless. Ellen and Brian's escape from Castle Leoch isn't just a flight for freedom, it's a race against time. The McKenzies have declared them traitors, their names cursed among kin. The mountains that once sheltered them now echo with the footsteps of those sent to bring them back, dead or alive. As they flee through the rugged Highlands, rain lashes down like punishment from the heavens, and the sound of distant horns reminds them love is now a crime. But Ellen doesn't break. She clings to Brian's hand, her eyes blazing with the same fire that once drew him to her. Every glance between them carries 1,000 unspoken fears, and a promise that no clan, no blood feud, no curse can destroy what they've built together. Brian, carrying the weight of her safety and their unborn child, knows what must be done. To protect her, he must sacrifice everything he is, his name, his honor, his home. Meanwhile, Henry Beauchamp and Julia Morrison face their own storm. Their plan to escape the rigid world of privilege has gone horribly wrong. Julia's father has discovered their secret, and Henry's loyalty is questioned by his own blood. The walls close in as their forbidden love becomes a scandal whispered across drawing rooms and dining halls. Julia pleads for a way out, but Henry's silence tells her what she fears most, that love in his world is just another lie dressed in silken, a haunting parallel. Both couples are trapped, one by swords, the other by status. Both forced to confront a truth that will change them forever. Love demands a cost neither was ready to pay. As dawn breaks, Brian and Ellen reach the edge of a river swollen by rain. The only way forward is through, but the current is strong and the sound of pursuers grows louder. Brian turns to Ellen, his face carved with both love and dread. "If I don't make it," he says, "promise me you'll keep running. Promise me our son will know who we were." Ellen shakes her head, her voice trembling. "Then we both make it, or not at all." They plunge into the river. The water roars, the world spins, and just when it seems they've been swallowed whole, the scene cuts to silence. Only the wind remains, howling through the Highlands like a lament for all who dared to love too deeply. Henry and Julia's story ends no quieter. Their escape attempt is intercepted by men sent by her father. Henry fights back, desperate, but he's outnumbered. Blood stains the marble floor as Julia screams his name. He's dragged away, beaten and broken, while she's locked in her chamber, her future rewritten by force. Her last words before the door slams echo through the episode. "You can cage me, but you can't bury what we had." As the screen fades to black, the narration returns, soft, haunting, familiar. Love is not a gift passed down through generations. It's a curse, one we carry, one we fight, one that never dies. The music swells, a blend of sorrow and strength, as we cut between two scenes, Ellen cradling a newborn baby beneath a stormy sky, and Julia staring through her barred window, clutching the ring Henry gave her. Two worlds divided by class, but united by the same truth. Love always leaves scars. The final shot reveals the name carved into a wooden cradle. James Fraser. The legend begins, not with triumph, but with survival. And just as fans take a breath, the screen flickers to a new image, the banner of Clan McKenzie burning in the distance. A shadowed figure watches from a hilltop, whispering, "This is not the end. The Fraser's blood will pay for what was stolen." The flames rise higher. The camera pulls back to reveal the vastness of Scotland, untamed, merciless, and waiting. The narrator's final words seal the season's fate. In the Highlands, love is not the end of the story. It's the beginning of the war.